I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord.
Hello everyone, welcome back to K-pop News, where we discuss the hottest and most viral news from the world of K-pop. This time, we're discussing an unforgettable moment that shook both the online world and the fashion industry simultaneously. In the heart of the global fashion scene, Paris, the presence of a handsome and charismatic man named Kim Taehyung, or better known as V from BTS, managed to transform the city streets into a personal runway simply by strolling casually. But don't be fooled. This wasn't just an ordinary stroll. It was a parade of charm that left the world in awe. Wearing a white t-shirt emblazoned with Limbo from CELINE, which looked simple yet had an astonishing price tag of $820 or around 13 million rupiah, Taehyung looked effortlessly stylish. However, within hours of him wearing it, the t-shirt sold out globally. It doesn't stop there. The adorable stuffed animal bag he held, the Jellycat Bartholomew Bear tote bag, which originally cost $90, has also become a global must-have item. Now, the bag is being resold at 5 times its original price, making it a rare collector's item coveted by global fashionistas. Who would have thought that an item once seen as a children's accessory would become a luxury fashion icon, simply because it was carried by someone named Kim Taehyung? This is now dubbed by many media outlets as the Taehyung Effect 2.0, an extraordinary phenomenon where anything touched by V instantly becomes an international trend. The atmosphere around V, when he appeared in Paris, was described as an impromptu fashion show. Fans, paparazzi, and media from various countries rushed to capture every step he took. On social media, the trending topics Taehyung and TD topped the charts in over 20 countries. Some fans even referred to that day as V's National Day in Paris, highlighting the immense impact of Taehyung's appearance. And of course, CELINE didn't miss the opportunity. They seem to have prepared V's appearance in detail, from Chelsea boots priced at $1,250, Wesley jeans at $1,350, to frame 55 sunglasses worth $510, all perfectly complementing the regal aura that always surrounds Taehyung. What made his look even more special were the accessories with a humanitarian value. Taehyung wore bracelets from the brands Save One and Nero, one of which could only be obtained by those who donated over 20,000 won to an emergency aid program. This shows that for him, fashion isn't just about style, but also a medium for spreading kindness. Not to be overlooked, one of the most talked about moments was the small yet meaningful detail on his Limbo t-shirt. At the bottom, it read "Sold Out," a message that initially seemed like an artistic design, but became a reality within hours. A sweet irony that left the public spellbound. Fashion reviewers from top global magazines like Vogue, CELINE, and GQ have dubbed Taehyung one of the most influential fashion icons of his generation. Some even say his charm outshines professional models when he appears in public. With a style blending boyish elements and the opulence of Korean nobility, V brings a much-needed freshness to the fashion world today. One of the most intriguing aspects of his appearance is the doll bag he carries. Typically, an adult man carrying such a bag would be seen as odd. But not for Kim Taehyung. He turns it into a bold statement, an authentic expression of his personality, which only makes him more admired. And the impact? Google searches for the keyword jelly bag surged by 500% overnight. E-commerce platforms were overwhelmed by the surge in orders. Content on TikTok and YouTube Shorts exploded with outfit analysis videos, style tutorials inspired by V, and fans crying because they couldn't get their hands on the bag. Even more impressively, many Hollywood celebrities were also spotted wearing the Limbo t-shirt after Taehyung wore it, showing that his influence extends beyond K-pop to international celebrities. Even when he returned to Korea, the hashtag #HaveASafeFlightTaehyung trended globally again, proving that not only his arrival but also his departure was a major moment. Netizens and ARMY began speculating. Was all of this part of a major collaboration project with CELINE? Or was it a teaser for V's mysterious comeback amid his military service? Some suspected this wasn't just an ordinary visit, but a hidden fashion campaign disguised as something casual. However, the impact of Taehyung's Paris walk did not stop there. In fact, its influence continued to grow and spread across various sectors of the industry, from fashion, media, pop culture, to the digital creative economy. Following the incident, many top-tier fashion houses indirectly reassessed their marketing strategies. They realized that visual appeal alone was no longer sufficient. They needed a figure who could touch hearts, build emotional connections with the public, and transform simplicity into a symbol of elegance. That figure was Kim Taehyung. In fact, several branding experts and marketing analysts have referred to this moment as an ideal case study of the power of personal branding in the digital age. What V does is not just about selling products, but about creating desire, the public's desire to be part of his story. Every item he wears feels like a part of his inspiring life narrative. And we're not talking about a fabricated narrative. The greatest strength of Taehyung lies in his authenticity. Fans can sense that V isn't acting when he walks through Paris. He's enjoying his time, smiling at fans, greeting them politely, without any pretense. It's the honesty in his expressions that makes him irreplaceable. Viral impact and the domino effect in the digital world. After his video went viral on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, derivative content emerged. Educational content about the history of CELINE and Jellycat. Reactions from global fashion influencers. Tutorials on how to mix and match to replicate V's Paris look. Fan edits with soft music set to V's footsteps on the streets of Paris. Moreover, e-commerce platforms reported a 600% increase in transactions for the luxury teddy bag category. Some resellers even admitted that their stock sold out within just 2 hours after the Taehyung walk content went viral. One reseller from Japan even mentioned that buyers from the US and France reached out directly via DM because they didn't want to miss out on the chance to own the same item as V. In a very short time, Taehyung created a new ecosystem. Fashion x emotion x virality x accessibility. Interestingly, this domino effect didn't just benefit CELINE. Korean local brands like Save One and Miro, which Taehyung wore, also gained global attention. Their websites temporarily crashed due to the surge in visitors. Some overseas fans even started researching the meaning behind the bracelet V wore and discovered it was part of a humanitarian aid campaign. Here, the public increasingly realized Taehyung isn't just spreading style but also values. And these values are what ultimately became the thread running through the entire moment. That fashion isn't just about outward appearance, but about the story behind it, and how that story is conveyed by someone who is truly sincere. Speculation. Secret project or long-term strategy? Following this buzz, it's only natural for many big questions to arise among ARMY. Is this all part of V's comeback strategy? Or an independent fashion project following his role as a brand ambassador? Or is this the prelude to a special CELINE x V collaboration in the form of an exclusive line? Some fashion observers have even leaked that CELINE is preparing a new global campaign, and many believe that V will be the main face of the campaign, not just as a model, but also as a co-creator. If true, this would be a monumental step. It means Kim Taehyung isn't just the face of a brand, but the brain and soul behind the visual message being conveyed. This isn't unfamiliar territory for V, as he's always been deeply involved in the creative process, whether in music, photography, visual art, or stage costumes. This story isn't just about bags, expensive t-shirts, or luxurious outfits. It's a powerful lesson about the impact of authenticity, the strength of natural branding, and how a single moment can change everything when done with heart. Taehyung isn't chasing the spotlight. He's become the spotlight itself, without even trying. And while the world is busy debating who the biggest fashion icon of the year is, millions of hearts have already chosen that Kim Taehyung isn't just a fashion icon, but an icon of connection, authenticity, and inspiration.